Hey, Collective. I just wanted to drop a line really quickly because I feel like there's this energy of worry that's starting to manifest within the collective. And I just want to sort of bring this back home that it's not that you're doubting yourself, because I think that you've been able to watch your path closely enough to understand how far you've come and the journey that it's taken to get to this point. Yet and still, it's so important to be mindful of your thoughts, because understanding that your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, they're not all rooted, okay, in truth. Sometimes the bias, sometimes the prejudice, sometimes all of these things come into factor, and your thoughts will lead you astray. All right. So you want to be careful about overthinking, overanalyzing. Okay. Not everything that occurs on your journey is going to be made readily available as you're journeying it. A lot of your purpose work will be in understanding yourself, getting a better awareness of yourself so that you can recognize, okay, when you are aligned with your highest timeline. Okay. Also, there's a word to be said about, just how do you get out of sort of this worrying energy? How do you get out of and go pivot to make a different pathway? And a lot of that has to do with the fact that you need to stop talking so much and just do it. And not only just sort of putting some management around your ability to overthink and overanalyze. And of course, that lends to worrying. And that's what you kind of want to stay out of, because when you worry, one of the healers on here always talks about worrying as a poor man's prayer. And it's the truth. The more you worry, the more you knock yourself out of alignment. Okay. So you could have been doing very well, but because you had no sense of control over next steps or this unknown that you're walking into, now you find yourself sort of towering because you've missed the lesson. And the lesson here is that you have got to start doing less talking and sharing plans, okay? And start doing. Because once you start doing, you can talk all day because it's done. But you don't want your plans sabotaged. I know for myself, I don't share plans because I feel like once you put them out there, now there's room for everyone to kind of touch, project, and do all these other sorts of things. And that's not what we want for us, collective. So I encourage you, and of course, Spirit encourages you to let go of the worrying. You know, you have to find better ways to respond to situations that are not favorable to you, to respond to people who are not favorable towards you. You've got to find a way to stay planted in your very rooted foundation, so that every time someone comes around and presents you with something that kind of lends to this lack of control, and then also lends to worry, you're not sort of towering out every time that happens. Okay, so I'm going to draw a couple cards just to kind of clarify what it is we've been discussing. Of course, if this has come across your timeline or your For You page, it has been divinely orchestrated for you to receive. There's something here in this message or that you might see. I hope that will resonate. Of course, you can drop me a line in the chat. But again, let me just draw a couple of cards for you. Can you clarify this clarify this worrying spirit that the collective is sort of coming across? That came up earlier. What I want to say, I think, in this instance, you guys, I don't know if you recall, but earlier today I did a video and shuffling your playlist 3 times came out. And I guess I should expand on that. Music is very much vibrations and frequencies, okay? How I became aware of this was just in listening to, frequencies, healing frequencies. And so sometimes a lot of the messaging that you'll receive from source will come through music, will come through, songs that you just start randomly playing in your head and singing. And you're like, where'd that come from? There's a message in that. So do shuffle that playlist 3 times, okay? And then determine what is the message that's in there for you. All right. Oh, all the cards want to fall. All right. Release doubts and limitations and projections. There is not any space, okay, in this earthly realm or otherwise, where having sort of these limiting thoughts and projections are going to help you, okay? You are not an imposter. You have done the work. You don't need to believe that you're dealing with imposter syndrome, because you're not. Everything that has been provided to you, whether tangible or not, is yours, okay, and will never pass you by. So there's no need for you to allow yourself to start going down this rabbit hole or on a hamster wheel, doing the same things over and over and expecting different results. There's no need in that. You know what I'm saying? So your path has been cleared. Okay. Spirit has worked to have all of your blockages removed. Okay. And a lot of this comes from your ability to kind of get beyond the worrying that you've been doing. Okay. And like I said, yes, it can get a bit overwhelming when you are trying to establish yourself in this new reality that has been made available to you. But at the same time, it's just one of those things where you have to, trust yourself and trust that you didn't come this far by relying on others and seeking external validation. Okay. Spirit is also suggesting that you do some self-reflecting and determine what is your soul calling for. A lot of times we hardly do that. We do vision boards, we do lists, we talk about all these different things, but never do we really talk about what is your soul calling for. I would suggest that you do a little bit of journaling, okay? Take a sheet of paper and think about some of the purpose that's been provided to you in terms of what this life will look like for you. Okay, set your intentions. Okay, and all of this is just work that we do on a daily basis to make sure that we're aligning with our highest self. Okay, because guess what? You are the Empress. You're nurturing in your new reality. All right, and it is going to be filled with lots of celebratory spaces, with lots of honor. You being a guest of honor is what I keep hearing. And this is going to be a cause for celebration, all right? But you have to get out of your mind. You have to stop allowing people to project their limiting beliefs, their self-doubt onto you. You have to find a way to not do that. And again, get outside and ground. I know it's getting colder outside, but at the same time, get out there and ground, all right? Meditate, light your white candles. Do whatever it is that you need to make sure that you are ensuring that you get your energy cleansed, okay? And you stay on the path that has been divinely orchestrated for you. All right. Feel free to drop a line in the comments if this resonated with you. Whatever didn't fit, don't make it fly. I love you guys. Until next time. Mwah.